welcome to Daily
English.
Daily, darling, daily.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our very first episode of the podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah. We are so happy you are joining us today. This podcast is all about real English, the English we actually use every single day.
Exactly. No boring textbooks here. Just real conversations. And speaking of every single day, today's topic is our daily routine. We're going to talk about how to describe a normal day from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you go to sleep.
A normal day. Well, Mark, let me ask you the most important question first. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Oh wow, we're starting with the hard questions. Well, an early bird is someone who loves waking up early, right? And a night owl loves staying up late. I am definitely 100% a night owl. Waking up is the hardest part of my day. What about you?
I'm the complete opposite. I love the mornings. I usually wake up before my alarm clock even rings.
That is basically a superpower. I don't understand people like you. When my alarm goes off, I always hit snooze.
Hit snooze. That's a great phrase for our listeners. Can you explain it?
Sure, when your phone alarm rings at 7 but you are too tired, you press the snooze button. It gives you 5 or 10 more minutes of sleep. I usually hit snooze 3 times. So I wake up at 7 but I don't get up until 7:30.
That's a very important difference in English. Wake up means you open your eyes. You are not sleeping anymore. But get up means you actually leave your bed and stand up.
Exactly, waking up is easy. Getting up is the real struggle.
So after you finally get up at 7:30, what is the first thing you do?
Coffee, just coffee. I go straight to the kitchen, turn on the coffee machine and wait. I can't function without caffeine.
You can't function, meaning your brain and body don't work properly without coffee. I totally get it. For me, I like to start my day by taking a shower. It helps me to freshen up.
Freshen up. That means to wash your face or body so you feel clean and awake.
Right after that, I get dressed and then I make breakfast. Usually just some toast or oatmeal. What do you have for breakfast, Mark?
Honestly, most days I skip breakfast.
You skip it, you just don't eat anything.
Yeah, I'm always running late. So I grab a banana, maybe a travel mug of coffee, and I rush out the door.
Running late is a phrase we use all the time, guys. If you are running late, it means you don't have enough time and you might be late for work or school. Mark, you really need to manage your time better.
I know, but let's talk about the journey to work, the commute.
The commute. That's the journey from your home to your workplace. How long is your commute?
It depends on the traffic. I usually drive to work. If there is heavy traffic, it takes me about an hour. It's so frustrating. I always get stuck in traffic jams.
That sounds awful. I'm lucky. I take public transport. I catch the bus at 8:15, and it drops me off right in front of my office. I just listen to podcasts like this one or read a book. It's actually quite relaxing.
Catch the bus. Notice we don't say take the bus all the time. Catching it sounds much more natural. You can catch a bus, catch a train, catch a flight. But you can't catch a car.
Good point.
So we finally arrive at work. What do you do first?
I sit at my desk, turn on my computer, and check my emails. I spend the first hour just replying to emails and organizing my schedule for the day. Then I get down to business.
Ooh, nice idiom. Get down to business. It means to start focusing seriously on your work or the most important tasks.
Exactly. My mornings are usually full of meetings. Sometimes we have a brainstorming session, or we just discuss the weekly goals. By 12:30, I am starving.
Starving, very hungry. Do you go out for lunch or bring your own?
I usually bring a packed lunch from home. It saves money. I eat in the break room with my colleagues. We try not to talk shop during lunch.
Talk shop. That means talking about work when you are supposed to be relaxing. Yeah, it's important to take a real break. Sometimes I just go for a short walk to stretch my legs. Sitting at a desk all day is terrible for your back.
It really is. The afternoon usually drags on a bit for me.
Drags on, that's a fantastic phrasal verb. If something drags on, it feels like it is passing very, very slowly. Like a boring movie or the last 2 hours of work.
Yes, around 3 p.m., I always hit a wall. I feel so tired. I usually need another cup of coffee or a quick snack to keep going.
Oh, the 3 p.m. slump, I know it well. But eventually the clock strikes 5, time to wrap up.
To wrap up means to finish what you're doing. I wrap up my reports, shut down my computer, and say goodbye to everyone. And then I head home.
Getting home after a long day is the best feeling. When you walk through the door, what's the routine?
First thing, I take off my work clothes and put on my sweatpants. Comfortable clothes are a priority.
Oh, absolutely. I get home, I throw my keys on the table, and I just crash on the sofa for a bit.
Crash on the sofa, meaning you fall onto it because you are so tired. Do you cook dinner every night?
I try to. I enjoy cooking, actually. It helps me to wind down.
Wind down is a great phrasal verb. It means to relax gradually after a busy or stressful period. Like a machine slowly turning off.
Exactly. I chop some vegetables, listen to some music, and just forget about work. After dinner, it's time to chill out.
Chilling out, just relaxing, doing nothing special. For me, chilling out means watching a couple of episodes of a TV series or maybe reading a few chapters of a book.
I usually end up scrolling through social media for way too long. It's a bad habit. Before I know it, it's midnight.
See, you are a night owl. I try to be in bed by 10:30 p.m. I set my alarm for the next morning, turn off the lights, and usually fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow.
As soon as my head hits the pillow. That means you fall asleep instantly. I wish I could do that. I usually toss and turn for a while.
Well, tossing and turning or not, eventually, a new day begins and the whole routine starts all over again.
That's life, the daily grind. We covered a lot of great vocabulary today. Let's do a super quick review of my favorites. We had hit snooze, freshen up, running late.
Get down to business, wrap up, and wind down. If our listeners can use just 2 or 3 of these phrases, their English will sound so much more natural.
Absolutely. Now we want to hear from you guys. Look at the comments section below the video. Tell us, are you an early bird or a night owl? What is the hardest part of your daily routine?
Try to use some of the vocabulary we talked about today. We read all the comments and will reply to as many as we can.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
Have a great day, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.